Hello everybody and welcome to episode 37 in my Carthaginian campaign Let's Play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Now the 1.4 Archimedes update actually came out today, but we're still on the Livy update just so that we can actually wrap up this campaign unaffected and unmolested from any of the new features that might end up breaking the playthrough. Now you might be wondering whether or not I'm going to do a playthrough for 1.4. Basically, the long and short of it is I don't intend on doing so because I don't feel there's a substantial enough amount of content in the new update to warrant starting up a brand new playthrough. I like to do my playthroughs with diverging kind of playstyles, try to play in different ways, set myself targets, get immersed in the characters and stuff like that. And with this new update, there's just not enough there to make it different enough. If we were to play a monarchy or a tribe again, or sorry, not a tribe, a monarchy or a republic again, it's gonna feel and be basically 99% the same. I'm not also planning on buying the DLC. There's a DLC pack that affects Syracuse, Sparta, and Athens. I don't want to support that DLC. I don't like what they're doing with it. I'm actually genuinely just not interested either. I've got no desire to purchase it, so I'm not going to be getting it. Now, I might end up having to get it for my main channel to do a review or something, but until then, I'm just not, I'm not planning on playing it. There's nothing new there in terms of, for me, playing it to actually really experience. So I don't want to turn this into a rant video. I actually really enjoy the current playthrough we're doing, so I'm just going to get back into that. But feel free to, to leave comments and change my mind if you think you can, if you want to. But I'm going to be doing a playthrough on Stellaris after this. That game is really rich in events and narrative, and it's got lots of DLCs and improvements over time. It's been out for much longer, so I really look forward to doing that. And I'm going to try and make it as immersive and roleplay focused as I can. And I've got some ideas on how to throw on some mods there and also include you guys in different things with votes and things. So I really look forward to doing that. I'm really pumped to do it. And then we'll come back to Imperator Rome if it ever gets an update where I think there's a new playstyle on offer. After a monarchy and a republic, I'd like something different. I'd like the Athenian Republic to look or feel different to the Roman Republic or to the Carthaginian Republic. Because at the moment, they all have the same laws and they all operate the exact same. So until that changes, or if they get new buildings, unique maybe trade like their modifiers for trade is different than other people's, or new units, or whatever, until something major changes, I need more than one button and a mission tree, to be quite frank. I hate mission trees. I think they are completely anti-sandbox, and I'm never going to play Carthage again because of it, because I've done the missions now, so it's ruined it in a way. While it's fun to do once, it's actually great fun to do once, you never want to play it again then. At least in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going into rant territory, which I shouldn't. Let's just get into the episode. So where we left off last time is we had a perpetual war going. So when we ended our war, right before we ended our war with Egypt, we opened up a new one with the eastern Mediterranean coastline here against Byblos, Arados, and the two Samarias, Cilicia, Trachea, and then as we were progressing through that war, we then opened up a new war with Decapolis. So we've always had these like two wars going on now for the last like 10 years or so, I think. So that's kind of what's happening. We are still at war with Egypt, and they actually crept back up the Nile, recaptured all this, because I completely forgot that they were even going to be still part of it, and they rebuilt really fast, actually. So they're kind of ravaging me right now, which isn't really actually that bad, because they're not the war leader. Byblos are the war leader. They're defending themselves. Egypt are just kind of an ally of theirs. So Egypt can do whatever they want. They're not getting any territory. But as long as we just focus on Byblos and their allies up here, we can just piece these guys out separately and take them out. The only stipulation to that is that Egypt do have a feudatory of Kos, and the only way we could take this island is if we did beat back Egypt. And this is in our path, obviously, to take the entire Mediterranean if we can. Obviously, we'd like to get all the internal islands as well. So we'll probably have to come back to Egypt at some point, because I think it's too much work to work back all this territory and then push them down. I think eventually we'll just wait for the truce and then invade Egypt one last time. Maybe even make them like a tributary or something. That'd be quite interesting. I don't know if we could do that. They're quite huge, but it would be cool as an extra goal, and we might get to that point. We'll see. Alright, so for those who don't know, there's 70 years roughly left in this campaign that we have to do, so we're going to clean up this coastline and then think about who to go for next. I think Sinonia will be a good one. They're allied with just the three city-states here, Veneto, Genuacia, and Boii. The Boii are still alive, so this would be a nice little quick one, I think, because we could just slam in from both sides, and even from the sea if we wanted to, and just kind of take them down, and then maybe work on the Illyrian coastline, while we then come back to deal with Phrygia or something. So we'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't wrapped this one up yet. So where we left off is we had overrun Samaria, the brown kind of territory here. But we cannot piece them out separately until we take back the little bits of territory they took from us. Excuse me. Got that corona. Alright, so gotta take this back, and then we can piece them out, and then we'll just work on finishing Byblos, piecing them out, and then Decapolis. So that's who we're at war with. And let me just put on the war music, and then we'll get back into it. The only things I did in between episodes was do some building around the new territories we got, like up here at Cilicia Trachea, and I think that's pretty much it. So I also noticed something. We've had our son, our second child. Our first child was actually Sophonispa Barca, but she, being a female, is last in the succession line, unfortunately, but unfortunately for her. But we have Milkarim Barca here is going to be the next in line. He's the rightful heir, I suppose. He's not great. I think it would have been fun at some point to try and manipulate things to kick out one of our own sons, but I don't really want to do that at this late game, at this late stage of the game. It could be really detrimental if it doesn't go well. Plus, he's not that bad. We just need to find someone who's suitable. So we'll have to get him married. So we're going to have to find someone who has pretty decent martial, because that's what he's lacking the most. So Isabella Blossii. Blossii, I'm a big fan of the Blossiis. And she's not so bad looking herself. Is there anyone a bit higher than 6? Not that I see. So what else has she got on offer? 6-3-3-4. She's a little bit better on the zeal category as well. Not amazing, but a little bit better. And what is she? She's abrasive and deceitful. Don't know about being deceitful. Our guy's actually depressed here. Excuse me. I'm just going to level with you guys. I've eaten something beforehand and I can't stop burping, and I'm trying to help it. I recorded the start of this video maybe like 20 times. Like, no joke. Like 20 times. I just kept interrupting myself. This is the first time it's just stayed down, basically. So apologies throughout this episode if I'm pausing every now and then. It's because of that. Just thought I'd tell you. Alright, anyways. So I think I will go with the Blossii. Maybe not Tamar, though. We'll go with the younger one just to suit his age a bit better. We have a Mutenbal Barca here. Now, no doubt she's somewhere in our family. It's quite old. Alright, we'll just go with Isabel Blossii. She seems fine. I'm tempted. The reason I'm taking a while here is because I'm looking at this 8 zeal, which I like, but obviously we need the marshal. So let's go with her. Actually, hang on one sec. Let me pause that music just for a second. A suitable match, but we've got an issue here. After careful deliberation, assessment of potential spouses, and a great deal of research into the various bloodlines and heritages, Milkarim summoned his aides and issued an offer of marriage to Isabel of the Blossii dynasty. Unfortunately, the envoy reports the head of the Blossii dynasty, Ushmatart Blossii, is a vocal critic of our rule and has made it clear that he will not allow his union under any circumstances. I wonder, is he rivaled? No, he's not. It'd be cool if he was rivaled with our leader. But anyway, so we can say it's a hard bargain, but worth every penny. It's 5,000 gold to marry her, which seems egregious. But I think we'll do it. Worth every penny. Why not? Why the hell not? We have the money. We could have used that money for technologies, but whatever. Alright, back to the war. Okay, so, at the moment, we're pulling out of this territory, getting back onto the boats. That is Boods, where he is right now, our current emperor, of course. Boods, I also, just very last thing, is that he actually looks just like his father. I didn't really realize that till afterwards, but there he is. Pretty much, now that he's in his older age, he looks just like him. His father lived to be, how old? He succumbed to brain damage. He died at 78, so we'll see if he outlives him. He's 61 right now. He's totally healthy. Everything's fine. He is also deceitful, so maybe he likes having now his, what is it, daughter-in-law. Maybe they're both a little deceitful together. Maybe influencer. What does that even do? You gain influence based on the skills of your chosen patron. We lose 30 popularity doing it. I've never actually clicked that, to be honest. At least not in like 2 updates, so I have no idea really what it actually does these days. Alright, anyway, so we're going to take this fort back, so someone's already working on that, and then now that we're going to get on these boats, we're going to sail down and then reinforce that. We lost the siege of Sharamborca, or whatever, so that's gone to Egypt. We have to finish this up off before Egypt come up here. We're in a battle now. Young Hannibal is in that battle, leading it. Hannibal Blossii, the Egyptian. There's only one Egyptian in this empire, and that is Boods Barca. Now, it's okay. We can have multiple Egyptians, I guess. I don't know how he got that name. I don't think he's ever fought them. But we're fighting in the rough area, I suppose. So that battle's ongoing. It looks like he's handled it, though, majorly, even though we're on their fort. Although they have reinforcements. Someone actually mentioned as well, I don't know if I'll be able to do it easily or not, to change the mercenaries' tactic. because apparently it's on shock, and I didn't notice that. They'll obviously be taking over the battle and using shock, which doesn't do too well with the types of armies we're running right now. Yeah, so a lot of them are actually running shock. We want bottleneck or cavalry skirmish, really. Oh, it's such a mess. I don't know which one's which. Is he the level 12? No, he's the level 6. He's the level 10, so let's just change his one just in case. Bottleneck is pretty good. This is probably the guy. 10 as well. Yeah, okay, so we'll just bottleneck them all. Anyways, let's spread out. Okay, so we'll spread out. We should be able to take that. Oh, we have an offer of peace from Byblos. Sokas. That's going to be that city. No. Thank you, though. Alright, we won the siege. Wow, that was quick. Okay, that means we can now peace them out. That was actually really quick. Thought that was going to take a bit longer. Samaria. Boom, boom. See you later. 6 aggressive expansion. Banish those of class, put the rest to the sword. And that is no more to Samaria. So now we're just at war with Decapolis, Byblos, and Egypt. As well as Kos, but they don't really count. So just 3 factions, not that big of a deal. It is tempting to kind of push back against Egypt and see, can we do it? And get that Kos island, but I just don't think we can. I think it would just take way too long, and we don't have the time. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. I'll see. I'll assess it as we go. We could have to actually do it, and maybe send a subsequent force out to Italy to work on Sinonia by themselves. It's just risky. Having 2 wars on 2 fronts is a little bit risky, but that is a smaller war up that way. So maybe it's possible. While we clean up the Nile. Coming to the city of Zalda. So that is out here. And we need to build a fort on it. That is for the mission chain that we're currently doing. Alright, so I've raised an army here. There's actually a reason for it. I noticed that there's a lot of unrest in Carthage. I'm not too sure why. I think it's just because we've taken on so many slaves. It's quite interesting though. This place is converting at 80% a month, or promoting I should say. So every slave gets thrown up to, like, until we hit the, obviously the ratios. It's just interesting to see how fast they actually do promote. Or at least they should be. It says 80%, but we just had a month tick there and it hasn't changed, so I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure it is changing. Might even be doing it instantly, 1 every month. But either way, the ratios are looking right. So I wanted to just stamp this down. Stamp the, what do you call it? Unrest down by assigning this to a governor here, to Boods. And that way, with lower unrest here, at least conversions will go a bit faster, because the conversions aren't going that fast depending on who's converting. So it's just to help in the background, just in case you're wondering why I raised an army there. Anyways, so there's another fort here. Let's snap on that. And let's keep retaking our territories here. We can start pushing down now onto Decapolis' territory. Yeah, meanwhile we'll take our stuff back. Okay, cool. So Decapoli only have, they have 55 cohorts, nothing too crazy. We're against the clock, I guess, because Egypt are coming up from the south. Diplomatic range, eh? That might be a good one to get, because we might get some extra trade offers or something. Speaking of trade offers, Carthage is lit for the food. So I had to cancel some more trades. So we're only, with all our food here now, there's none of it's been traded away. We're only getting 9.3 per month. So I think what I have to do is, again, shift some people out here, although we're still overpopulated on the different grain tiles, which are these 3. So it's just kind of interesting that we're really maxing out our food now, although you should be able to just keep growing, I think, to offset it eventually. But yeah, we have 431 pops here, so it's quite incredible amount of people. Is it still a city and not a metropolis? Are you kidding me? I never built a metropolis here? Oh my god. How did I not do that? Oh, we have to immediately do that. 400 and 100 influence. Okay, we'll save it up. That's got to be the next project. I mean, it is a bustling city. I can't believe I never made a metropolis out of it. I just assumed I did. Man, we could have had way more people in here. Let's just assign it to the area. There we go. So, unrest. I don't know if it will go down, to be honest. It should. Nope, didn't go down at all. I don't know why. You'd think it would. Local unrest negative 0.02. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, is it? Oh well, whatever. Doesn't really bother me. Carthage is doing fine. Just a little bit of unrest in there. I mean, the place is massive, so maybe when we build a metropolis, it'll fix itself. Alright, we're just taking our forts back right now. The Siege of Dan is one. So we'll take out that next siege. That's a Decapolis siege. Milcapil's Barca succumbed to brain damage at the age of 79. Governor of Palestine. So he would have been out here, was he? What? Oh, he must have been the father. Or friend of the governor of Palestine? I don't know. I must have misread that. I thought it said governor of Palestine. Probably said friend of or something of the governor of Palestine. Anyways, let's get Adam Lacarp Lasii out here on the Cahen. Don't want green. Take that though. Scorned family. Uh-oh. The Barkids. Ah, that'd be fine. Not worried about it. Peace from Byblos. What do they want? North Phoenicia to the Carthage. How much is that? That's everything. That's all of Byblos. Oh, you know what? I think I'll take it then. If that's going to be the cherry on top of this deal, I think I'll take that. Because we won't get costs, sure. We'll be pieced out. But at least we don't have to spend any more time going through all these forts and fighting anything else they have. That's just an instant peace offer. Wow. Yeah, it worked. Alright, we'll just banish those of class. So we've taken it. So some people said, take back your home city of Tyre. I mean, we already did that. That's what Sur is, this little place down here. But now we've got the... That's it. We've got the almost the entire coastline now. We just have Decapolis, which we're currently at war with. And then we'll wrap them up. And no longer, you know, all that Alexandria territory has just gone back to us. So that's fine. Or Egyptian territory, I guess. So yeah, well, that was easier than I thought. That was way quicker than I thought and much easier than I thought. We'll have to load up on the boat soon and head out to Italy, I think. Or have a look at what we could do against Phrygia, seeing as we're out here. That's quite a lot of people that they can call in. Pontus. Let's get rid of the outline. It's just so we can see. So Pontus, Adrisia, Tirgite. Holy shit, Tirgite are big. Kaizikos, Astakos, and Nesiotic League. There is a lot here that we could work with. But I think I'll wait just a little bit. Although we might have to fight them multiple times. So maybe we will have to open that up soon. Take this bit here. Take this bit here. And just piece them out once we hold it or something. Tough one though. And then we have to hold Adrisia back. Yeah, I don't know. I might go for a quick war up here while we get stuff together and then get planning over there. Alright, let's just see. It's all about trying to now efficiently decide who we take out. I think that's what I'll do. This part, then a war with Phrygia, then a war with these guys, then re-war with Phrygia to finish them off. Because that seems like it's what it's going to have to be. We could do something sneaky like go for Knidos, which will just bring us to Adrisia. Actually, that might be a better operation. Maybe we'll do that while we do Italy as well, actually, yeah. Tough one to figure out which to do first, in what order. Okay, so let's start fanning out, looking for that Decapoli army while we try to take everything. I guess the question now is, how much of this are we going to really take from them? We can start working on this fort up here, that fort up there. Okay, so there's 3 forts in my way, from what I can see. Yep, just the 3, and then everything else is nothing. I could take the whole thing. The Siege of Xenopoli is one. Oh wow, that was so quick. Alright, let's fan out. Take what we can, and then head back to link up and kill that army. It's only 13,000, is that all they have? No, they have 55, so they got something around here somewhere. Alright, we'll fight them on the river. Who's leading that? That's Hannibal, is it? It's Hannibal Badona the Hellen. He's actually the leader of the Bodonid family. I didn't realize that till recently. He is unwell. He's got dementia. He doesn't know where he is anymore, but he's still doing alright. He's got still 8 martial. Much like Himilco. Was it Himilco? Oh my god, I'm misremembering who was a really great general that got dementia. It might have been just our father, was it? Can't remember. I feel like he didn't have dementia, but we did say because of his brain damage. Yeah. It was Himilco above us. Okay. I was thinking of OG Himilco, the first tyrant of Carthage. Alright, we're victorious. Easy win. Just link up with these guys. Keep spreading out to get the rest of these territories. That's been auto-captured. Just don't want them jumping on my 41k there. So Epirus wants to trade. Nope. I'll just say no to all these. Who cares? Lack of governor now in Magna Graecia. So the Barcas are scorned. So Aegarus Barca, son of the governor of Cyrene, a nephew of the emperor. Oh, so does that mean the governor of Cyrene is actually our brother? Yes, it is. Hanno Barca. Cool. Alright. Let's head back down south to link up down here. About to wipe that army there, I think, are we? It's great. They're actually leaving. So if I can avoid a fight, that's even better. They're going to go into the desert, take some attrition. Alright. And we're up here with a desert sandstorm going on. 2 sieges left to go, and then we can piece these guys out fully. And then we'll hop back on these boats. Let's pull into, I don't know, somewhere down here. Something else I've been forgetting to do is finish off our road network. Roads are pretty good around this area, but the Delta could do with some better roads, I think. And then we still have to colonize this, but that's gonna take a while. We need the conversions to really speed up down this way. The religion of Judea. The province of Judea is home to the Jewish religion, an unusually dogmatic faith which claims there is but one God, named Yahweh. Their priests spread prophecies that his followers will one day retake Judea, a land promised to them by this God himself, from foreign invaders, and establish an immortal Jewish state. These delusions have created a long history of separatism in the region, and they doggedly resist all attempts to integrate their religion peacefully. In order to end their obstinacy and preemptively quell any future rebellion, it has been suggested that we outlaw Jewish religious practices and repurpose their temples to the worship of Canaanite gods once and for all. Absolutely. So we could say everything is fine as it is, just grant them their kingdom, creating a client state, or raid their temples and outlaw their god. We'll get 2.5 grand. Honestly, I would have thought we got more money for that. But Carthaginian empires gains Judaism outlawed, -10% wrong culture happiness. Some Jews in Judea will be forcibly converted, and all provinces in Judea will get Judean outlawed, giving unrest and local tax. Debuffs. Wrong culture happiness -15. That's fine, I don't care. So our wrong culture happiness will be global for 20 years. -10%. We can handle it. I welcome the debuff. If it means converting them here quicker. Yeah, we'll stamp it out. Jewish attacks in Gadara, Judea. The province of Gadara, Judea has seen a wave of unrest in response to the expulsion of Jewish priests and the erection of statues of Canaanite gods in their places of worship. It seems that a radical Jewish priest reacted to our policies by publicly murdering a Canaanite Jew. A Canaanite Jew? What the hell does that mean? How can you be Canaanite and Jewish? Anyway, during a religious ceremony, sparking a wave. Surely a Punic Jew. Anyway, I don't know. Sparking a wave of similar attacks locally and ultimately the flight of or murder of many sympathetic Jews in Gadara, Judea. The priest has since been disappeared, along with his family and followers. These radicals seem to think they can get away with anarchy. There's no use crying over spilt milk. Restore order and force the territory to convert. We gain 2 tyranny, further local unrest, and a couple of pops are killed. But the Jewish pops in Gadara, Judea will convert. So where is this? This is specifically... Oh god. There's a lot of rebellion going on from this. Gadara, Judea. It's just here. How many pops are here? 15? Yeah, fuck it. Convert them. Any remaining Jewish pops will be converted. Restore order and force the territory to convert. Boom. Canaanite. What? Yeah, Canaanite and Hebrew. Cool. Looting across Jerusalem. Jerusalem has seen widespread discontent. So it's, again, the exact same thing. Is it? Over a few days, peaceful demonstrations through the forum have escalated into violent attacks on government buildings and ambushes on the town watch. Trade is all but ground to a halt as radical Jewish dissidents extort and threaten the local populace into maintaining their faith and undermining Carthaginian Empire by any means. Convert them. Where is this now? This is going to be at... Oh, Jerusalem itself? That's a city, isn't it? Obviously, I know it's a city, but I mean in-game. Is it like a city? It's actually not. But okay, we'll do it anyway. So, I mean, I don't mean to sound like a fascist here, but I just want to convert them, obviously, because it causes us less unrest in future. And, you know, from a roleplay perspective, this isn't like a thing that's happened. It's not like we're gassing them. So, just don't want any people in the comments being like, oh, this is pretty insensitive. Not for the time period that we're in. Not so much. It's no different to how we've treated any other religion. Think of it that way. Alright, we've almost finished the 2 sieges, and then we can peace out Decapolis and take all their territory. I don't even really think we need everything they have. We might as well, I mean, I guess. I kind of have to stand here just to prevent them coming in, although we're going to be losing food now. Let's change that music. Come on, sieges. They're almost done. Jesus. Alright, let's see what else is going on. We're actually losing money now. Wow. Wonder is it because of the unrest? The -10 global. The 2 sieges are won. And that is it. Just take that territory really quickly. We can take it quicker than I think it builds up. Alright, about the same time. They didn't offer peace. It was kind of cool. That's the first time, I think, with Bibulus offering me peace. That's the first time we've had that in this campaign. 24 aggressive expansion from that? I mean, I don't know. I think I'll just go for that. Where is that a part of? It's part of an internal one as well. I don't know if I even want that, to be quite frank. 24 aggressive expansion. What's our negative? That'll put us over 50. We could start getting a lot of problems then. We're already at wrong culture group -33. We don't want to bite off more than we can chew. But at the same time, I don't really want them being there at my back anymore. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's have a little fun. Let's throw a little challenge in there. It's all ours now. Looking good. So that is the region of Syria, right? I could be mistaken with that, but let's check. Yes, so Syria and Palestine now pretty much under our rule completely, except for this little patch, but we don't care about that. And that is all of that done. So we're going to get out of here now, raise some armies to quell the unrest. Quite a few, actually. And then, yeah, just bounce. And probably, actually, this is going to be a little laborious, but bear with me. I'm going to go through, delete some of these forts and things, especially the ones that are just not on cities. And then we're going to have to clean up some of the cities and put down new temples, things like that, that'll actually start spreading our faith quickly. And then convert our policies. This place needs a really good governor, so we're going to have to look for one that's good. Our best candidate, possibly, if we can. If possible. There's a lot of forts around here. It's because of all the different city-states that used to reside here. They needed it against Phrygia, I guess. Alright, I'll leave those ones. So that means then settlement buildings, farming. We can do a farm there. That's it for farms. And then there's no mines, so slave estates everywhere else. Now we are also losing money, obviously, because we are paying for like a lot of mercenaries right now. Probably could start thinking about getting rid of some of them. There's a bit too many. Alexandria. Oh yeah, it was leveled. Do we turn Alexandria into a slave estate? It's kind of tempting. Yeah, why not? For now. And then in future, if we ever want to, we can rebuild it. But for now, sure. Actually, being next to the town we want to colonize, we should probably just make it something like a barracks. Migration speed and assimilation speed. Actually, we'll do provincial legation then. You know what? I've never done provincial legation before. And it's migration and assimilation. With assimilation speed up higher, it might actually be worth doing that all over here. You know, I've never done it the whole time. So let's just open this up again. Let's go fortress. Just cancel these. I'll just do provincial legation and see if we can get these guys converted a bit quicker. One of them should be a farm though, right? Fuck. I feel like it was that one on the river. Yeah. Because I guess I never thought about it before, but it's assimilation speed, but is that local to the settlement or is it to the whole province? It's to the settlement, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. And then, but yeah, migration then pulls people out of settlement. I don't know. It's fine. We'll just test it out. I've never done it, so we'll test it out. Okay, so the other thing that I need to do is pretty much hit every city, destroying anything that's not a temple or a theater. Yes, this is going to take a fucking real long time. Maybe I'll do this in between episodes or something, because it might just be a waste of your time watching it. Whereas I could do it pretty quickly between episodes. I think I'll do that. But anyway, for those two, at least, we'll just start slamming down some temples. Because we want our religion to spread first. So let's have a look at the religious map now. So there's a little bit of Canaanite in here already, actually, yeah. So I'll have to really sort this out between episodes. But for now, let's get a really good governor here. He's level 3. It's pretty bad for Palestine. So let's find a character with the highest finesse. It's Drusus Blasii. He's a current governor. I don't know what he's governorship over. Am I missing that? Governor Drusus. How could I find where you are? You go into region map mode and try to find him. His face. He's up here. He's 27, young man up in Macedonia. Alright, well you did great. You did great, but it's time to move on. We want you out here in Palestine. You're more needed out here. Okay, and then we'll just go through all of these provinces and change it to be religion. Oops, that was the wrong one. But if it's already on culture, I'll leave it. Right, so I'll leave it like that. See if that works out. So how big is this place? This is 2 different things. Okay. Alright, sorry, that was just a really laborious kind of thing I had to do. But I could have spent even longer on it. We lost stability, did we? Maybe I didn't see it? Oh yeah, I didn't. Raise the price of grain, seize the grain from all visiting merchants. Several years of widespread crop failures taking its toll. Yeah. Yeah, we'll lose popularity. We're at 100% popularity, so we'll do that. Bit of a shame that we've had to, but there you go. Alright, so if we can do this in the next 20 minutes, that'd be great. Wrap this one up on the same episode. Actually, I think we'll go for Adrisia. Yeah, at the same time. So we're going to go for Nidus and Adrisia. I don't know who Adrisia could call in, though. I'm still really bad at knowing, like, who could they... Oh, there it is. Possible defenders joining Adrisia. Phrygia. Trapezus, Caucasenia, and Dardania. So it's just like going to war with Phrygia. So I'm not going to do that. It's too risky right now. We're going to go for something smaller while our aggressive expansion is so high. We have Eo Milk Gizgo in there, lowering it as best as he can. And our government's ideas are still to lower aggressive expansion. And our laws have done everything I think they can. And our technologies have been trying to do stuff for that as well. Now, buying one tech will lose all my money right now. So what we can do now is turn back down the fleet maintenance and army maintenance to normal because they were on high. Lower the fort maintenance completely. And I think that's good. Yep. Alright, everyone's going to march down south, get on these boats. We're making money again at least for a little bit. We'll keep some of the mercenaries for now, although they're very expensive to maintain. 22. So compared to, like, this army right now is 11,000. It's 22 gold to maintain. Oh wow, my own armies are pretty expensive as well. I thought it was going to be much less. It's actually not. It's actually kind of on par with how much my own armies are. Never mind then. King Abaraban offers friendship. Don't care. Bountiful harvest. The people should rejoice, or we should perhaps limit the drop in price. There we go. Loads of money again. Okay, to prevent me clicking that 13 times, I'm just going to send these guys to walk out here. 237,000 manpower. And now we're going to raise new armies in Palestine and Syria to calm everything down. So recruit cohorts. We'll go with, I guess, just skirmishers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 actually is fine. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's a 20 stack, and we'll let them start to govern. Okay, so we're on the boats, so we're going to head up to Italy. Keep it in this map mode for now, just have a nice little look at some of the beautiful graphics. Alright, we're on our way. So what can we get? Anything that will help? Anything that will help them calm down? Not really. Tribesman output is kind of nice. What's our diplomatic stance, actually? It is bellicose. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll do diplomatic stance cost reduced by 20%. And then we'll open up diplomacy, switch this one more time. Ah, we need a bit more. Damn. We're never going to build that metropolis, are we? Speaking of building things. All port territories are fortified. The forts still must not be built yet. Yeah, they're halfway done. Alright, we're out of Syria. It's back to Italy now. It's kind of cool. Alright, so our troops are raised over here, so let's just merge them all up. Get them together. And moderate the region, I guess, is what you could kind of say. And there. Okay, so there you go. Blasii, 28 years young. He's just got his own little army now, governing Palestine. So we'll send them out here. I sounded Canadian there for a second. So we'll just get... Okay, so that's another 20k, and then we'll just split them in two, so we have two armies. But that should help unrest a little bit. Governor's local troops, negative 1.81. So that is actually a decent amount he's helping there, but it's not that much. Oh yeah, this army's exiled on this island. Have to pick them up. We'll come back and get you later. Civic advances advanced, level 12 now. Nice. I think that means we have a new law available to us. Could be wrong, but I think 12 is locked behind the law. Yeah, here we are. Subject laws. No, wait. Civic advances is greater than or equal to 15. And then we just got authority laws. That's what we got. Okay, cool. So this one costs 30 influence, which we just reached. So what could we get? Research points increased, legitimacy, and general loyalty. So right now I have general loyalty -5, and then I have general loyalty -5. So we really don't want to put that general loyalty down any further. Although I've never had a problem with it. But I think -15 would be quite high. What else could we be doing? Commerce income instead of manpower recovery speed? No, I like the manpower recovery speed. What about this one? Infrastructure policy. Pop growth. Yeah, no, that's fine. We have general loyalty benefits there. Okay, so we're offsetting it in some places. I don't really think we need the tech benefits. I don't have the money for tech. The might of majesty is kind of nice. Legitimacy and then loyalty. But governor loyalty goes down. I'm more happy with that. I don't think we need to change it though. So I'll just save the influence. War refugees. Refugees fleeing between the war between Adrissi and Phrygia Pauroria have crossed over. Welcome them or demand that they return. Ah, welcome them. I'll have to see if I can colonize that in between episodes. Alright, seems good. Seems good. Okay, 329 ships moving north, all the way up the Adriatic. Looking at that eastern coastline, scoping it out a little bit, I would say. I know it's a bit far, but, you know, you could, I don't know, imagine that they are a little bit. Scouting ships are kind of ferrying off and thinking about what's going on out there. Alright, let's dock in here. Spina. And then at Spina, we will start separating out the armies and prepare for our next invasion, which we've already got ready. Yeah, we have everything ready. So we have to get half these armies on the other side. How's the food, actually? Brilliant. So take 2 more armies, send them up north here, and then these 7... can get on the boats. So that's 6 on the west, 7 on the east. Probably should be the other way around, actually. And then we're just going to basically attack from, yeah, into both sides all at the same time. Now we have this side of the strait as well, which is good. Gives us some tactical flexibility. And we'll just spread out along that border coastline. So this should be pretty quick, but who knows? Tribes do tend to levy quite a lot out of nowhere sometimes, especially mercenaries. I wish there was something you could do in this game just to, like, I mean, at this point I don't know what you could do. We're so massive, but it would be cool if we could somehow... First of all, there's been no resistance this entire game. There's no one that's gone to war with me. Because I guess they just feel like, oh, he's way too big. Like, what's the point? You know, what are the odds? The odds are probably so low for them to wage a war. But it's such a shame that all of Gaul doesn't, like, get together and do some mass invasion, you know? Or something like that. There's so many. You think they'd put aside their differences for, like, a threat that's, like, threatening them. Like this. Hey, I border a great power. Maybe I should think about that, you know? Maybe I should either pledge to them or think about what we can do against them. So I hope they do something with that in the future. Because this campaign's been way too passive in terms of the other AI. Yadamil Khanid has died, age 78. Can't say I knew him. He was a court philosopher. Palatable Hanid will take his place, who we just took off the governorship in Palestine, but he's much better suited to this role. Alright, I think we're ready to go. I don't have my extra army maintenance on, so we'll just stick that up now. Does cost a lot to do that, but we have a lot of money. I think it does make a little bit of a difference, so... Alright, here we go. Veneto, Genuesia, and Boai. Take Venetia. Let's go. So obviously if we take these settlements first, there's only one fort, which is this one. Alright, 2 forts. So we'll just push in there. Push into that fort, push in there. And just start working in now from here. Our fleet is going to handle anything that comes out. As soon as we take the Boai territory, they should be able to get pieced out instantly, I think. Alright. Pretty standard little invasion. I almost feel bad for them. Okay, and we're making money from their ports, which is really cool. And their ships are getting tossed out. So there's the Boai. Let's see if they're done now. I love that they're just like instantly like, yep, that's it. Sorry guys. City state of the Boai. Bye bye. We're victorious. I didn't even know we were having a battle. Oh, it was the Navy battle. Okay. Alright, there's 35,000 up there. Oh, I didn't even think about it, but we can smash the forts down with the heavy ships, can't we? So let's bring up the heavies. The heavies, we're going to pick up this army and get them out of here. Alright, they're going to take a while to get here, so we might end up winning the forts anyway, beforehand. But I might just wait till they come up. So this one doesn't have a port, so I might not siege that. Yeah, actually, just stay where you are. Let them just chill there. I'd rather not fight them if we can. What are we lacking? We're not lacking any men in any of the armies right now. No breaches. That's a level 3 fort. That's a level 1. That one's almost done. Once that one's done, then we push to here. Alright. Don't think I really want to get another technology. Siege of Tarvisium is one. And we cross the river. Alright, so they have 39,000 just chilling there. We're gonna have to jump on them then. Oh, we can't do it that way. So we'll just push up from behind then. Ah, absolutely destroyed him. Mercenaries are coming in. If we could wrap this up before any mercenaries get here, that'd be amazing. Alright, we killed 14,000. They killed 5,000. Alright, it's just the forts left now. Altinion has been pillaged. So, after the siege of Altinon, Batno and Barca let his troops run riots. We had this event a few times, so I'll just let it go. That seems to be the best thing to do, because these generals can be a little bit disloyal at times. So that's another one piece out. That's going to be Venetia, is it? Veneto. Okay, last one coming up now. And we wiped their armies. That's their armies all gone. And now it's just this fort, which is a level 1 fort. And where's our boats? They're on the way. They can smash down this fort as soon as they get up here. If they wanted to, and just finish the job. So we lost our Chancellor. I didn't quite see how that happened, actually. Did he die? He just died, did he? I guess so, yeah. I guess it did just pop up, didn't it? Who's the best oratory character we have? That's really the important thing. So the best oratory is a female. A 13-year-old has 10 oratory. So our court philosopher is currently... Ah, right. So the guy that was governing Palestine is actually more suited to this job. So you did great, but we're going to just move you now. He was a court philosopher. He's moving up in the world. There we go. And he's young, isn't he? Oh, he's 41. It's not too bad. The tribal drums are beating as the tribes get eliminated one by one. And the mercenaries are moving north. Oh my god, look at them. They're all trying to get in. We just have to block all the territories to prevent them doing that. Come on, boats. 2 more jumps to go and then they're here. Port assault. Boom. I think that's it. I can do it. It says I can do it again, but I'm sure there's no point. So just duck in. And on the next month tick, this will just finish, I think. We have an omen. Province loyalty. We have to check the province loyalty. Now at 50 aggressive expansion, I imagine it's taken a bit of a dive. Yeah. We've got a lot here in the middle of this list that's trending down. I'll just do the omen after this is done. Lost another governor there. There we go, that's it. Is that it? There we go. Looking thick. Alright. Good stuff. I actually did do that really quickly. I thought we'd have a bit more resistance, but I guess when you're dropping 250,000 men up there, that's just the way it's going to be. But definitely better to drop them all up there, I think, than split than to go half of them up there, half somewhere else. So we've done 3 years in this Let's Play, in this particular episode, quite a short amount of time, but we've just gathered ourselves all of this, pretty much, and then up here. So it's nice. Linking up our coastline to coastline here across the Adriatic. So now we got to think about Liburnia. It's going to be these two. So that's also pretty doable. We could also just go straight for it. We're at 52 aggressive expansion again. I think I will go with province loyalty. I know for opening up more wars, that discipline benefit of 7% is quite high, but I'm just going to tend to our empire rather than tend to our armies. I think our manpower will carry us through most of these fights. Caught red-handed. Hauled in front of the court, Egerus Gisgo is a sorry sight, caught with a jagged rock in his hand. He's said to have been ready to strike down Hannibal Blasius the Egyptian in a brutal act of violence. Luckily, passers-by were quick enough to act and prevent his terrible deed, and we now have the unenviable task of passing judgment on the wicked Egerus. We shouldn't be too hasty. He'll gain loyalty. He's already at max loyalty, or a spell in the dungeon ought to straighten him out. Egerus is the governor of Illyria. And the general of the army was the one he was trying to kill. So yeah, let's do that. Let's put a new governor out here for the time being. Mandonio Gisgoid. I also took a look at the families between episodes. It's good to see the Gisgoids are flourishing again. For a long time they were pretty short. Now the Hanids are quite short on characters. But generally we've maintained our characters pretty well. I get a lot of people that actually say in my Discord stuff, not necessarily to me specifically, but I read a lot of people saying that Where did this guy come from, by the way? Lepontic? I don't know how he got in. Let's throw him in out there, though. Why not? A lot of people saying that their families end up running out of characters. All you have to do is just make sure that they're married. If you're in a monarchy. If you make sure your own characters are married, then you increase your prominence and the likelihood of having children. So, I don't know about other families. Like, other families... Sorry, I said it the wrong way around. If you want to increase the amount of characters that are in other families, you marry them. Or sorry, you don't marry them. God, what is wrong with me? You give them jobs. Giving them jobs gives them prominence. Higher prominence gives them a higher chance of marrying off to different people and having kids. So if you have jobs, if you give jobs spread out throughout the families, they'll grow. That's basically it. Don't know why I struggle so much to say that. I'm losing my mind. Yesterday I just couldn't speak. Today it's happening again. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, anyways. Where to next? I really wanted to get this territory, but that is a side mission, I think, right now. Nordica is quite thick. So is Lugia, Treveria, and Tirgate. We got some big tribes forming out there. Brigantia. But the next target that we're going to be looking to go for, I think, is going to be the big dirty Phrygia. And they're currently in a war, which is nice. They're in a war with who? Crete, Cappadocia, and Phrygia. I say that's nice. It's actually not, because it might be harder than if these guys are occupying territory already. But it might be a good opportunity to just go to a war with Idrisia and try to just piece them out. So let's have a look at what's left, right? So we could just go straight for Illyria and wait to see what happens out here. Actually, that might be a better thing to do. But what's left in our attempt to take the entire Mediterranean? Well, we have to integrate Thinisset. You know what? I am going to forget to do that. So let's just begin to improve their opinion. It has to be 290 before they can be integrated. So there's that. There's also then Corcyra, which is a tributary of mine. The only way to integrate them is literally just to kill them. So that's unfortunate, but that's going to have to happen. So then we have this pretty much the entire coastline along here. We need to obviously just colonize that bit. We have Phrygian territory here, Seleucid territory here, Phrygian territory all along there, Crete, Miletus, Knidos, the islands of the Nesiotic League and Kos, Ionia. I guess if we were to go in here, Cyzicus, Chios, and some of the city-states here, like Trapezus, Astakos. Trapezus is the main country here, I guess. So yeah, so there's still like a lot around this Anatolia area. Rome, I guess? I don't know. We can't have Rome existing after we're playing Carthage, can we now? So there's still quite a bit to do, and I'm just going to look in between episodes now to really think about where we're going next. I think tribes first, just seeing as we're up here. Won't be that long to get down there, but we're going to be battling against that aggressive expansion now. 50 aggressive expansion is quite a lot. And that's going to be lowering our province loyalty pretty much everywhere. So let's filtered by highest loyalty. So our lowest is Venetia. We just took that. So they were obviously disloyal in the beginning. They're losing loyalty now. So we don't have a risk of civil war or rebellion yet. Currently 1% of our population is living in disloyal. If 18% of them are, then we have one. Or it starts to build. So I think we're okay for now. And I could switch this to be, I think... Oh no, I don't know actually. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, you know what I just realized? Then the tributes that we have, they're actually pretty loyal. So these are our tributaries. All these tribes. They're actually really loyal. Wow. That's great. Even though they have a negative 26 now because of aggressive expansion. That's good. And then it's, yeah, we're just going to have to be converting a bit quicker out here. Which we can already see happening. I think already we've seen a couple extra pockets pop up in that Jewish territories out there. I hope, by the way, people didn't take offense to my comments out here. I mean, it was just... I don't know. I like to... A lot of people get offended at that kind of thing. I didn't mean it in any way relating to how Jewish people are perceived today. I don't care what religion anyone is, you know, and I don't disparage people who are religious or who aren't. So hopefully everyone's okay with how I handled that area. But I really did just play it from a Carthaginian perspective. Like I said, didn't treat them any different than how I would Chemeticism, Hellenicism, or Hellenic religions, and so on. We've been doing the exact same everywhere. The goal is basically to plant our religions down just so that we get better unrest quicker, so that we can convert their culture. That's basically it. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, by the way, let me know your thoughts on... I'd just be interested to hear what people think about 1.4, if you played it, or if you think I should do it.